Hi guys, Thomas and Friends 47 here, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Thomas and Friends Plarail 80th Anniversary Multi-Pack Anniversary Set. So here we can see that we have some great details here on the packaging, as Thomas shows you all the different cars on the inside. Very, very cool. Here's a look at the side of the packaging. Again, very nice. Here's a look at the back, and we can see information about each car, the engine, Harold, and all the different details like how to put together and how to put batteries inside. Very neat. And then here's a little information with the Railway Series illustrations. I love how they're doing that on these 80th anniversary items. It's very neat. Here's a look at the other side of the packaging. And then here's a look at the top. Really like that. And then my favorite part is actually the bottom of the box. As you'll see here, we have illustrations of Thomas and Harold from the Railway Series. I think that's pretty neat. There we are. Alright, now on the inside you'll see that you have this instruction manual there. It kind of shows you what not to do and what to do with the engine. And then we have these two trading cards. I think those are pretty cool too. They're plain on the back, but that's okay. Alright, now let's see this out of the packaging. First we're going to start with Thomas. Alright, so you'll notice that this is a special Thomas. This is a sparkly Thomas, and it's slightly transparent. You'll see that you can see right through it there. I like that. You have this nice little garland decoration on the sides. There's bits of glitter in the plastic as well, so it gives an overall sparkle effect. I think is pretty cool. On the front of the engine, you'll see here we have this great face detail with little, the painted cheeks are painted like a light rosy red. I like that. I think that's cute. And we have the porthole window details on the cab. Here's the other side, which is basically the same, but that's okay. And then here's the back. I really love this tail lamp decoration they've done there. It looks very nice. Even though it's a sticker, it still looks pretty cool. Here's a look at the top of the engine. Again, you'll be able to see straight through the body shell there. And we have the Colo detail on the back. And then there is the bottom of the engine. Alright, next up is this cake car, and we can see here this is the 80th anniversary cake car, and it has a lot of great details there. What's really cool though is that as you move it along, the cake actually goes up and down. I think that's pretty neat. Looks like the cake's bouncing around on the flat car. Here's a look at the front, here's the other side of the car, and the back. But what's really cool about this cake car is the top, and if you look here, you can see they put a sticker on top, so it has the Railway Series Thomas, little number 1 there, little details, and of course 1945. I think that's pretty cool. Then here's the bottom of the car. Next up is the pineapple juice tanker. Now this tanker is a little bit plain to me. I wish they would have put something on it that, you know, referenced Thomas, other than the copyright information on the side of the car. I wish they would put something like soda or pineapple juice, or maybe even like, just go with like a chocolate milk car or something, like a Hershey's chocolate, not Hershey chocolate, but Mr. Jolly's chocolate car. Something, they've done that before, but I wish it would have been something more tied into Thomas instead of just generic pineapple juice. Anyway, there's the bottom. Alright, and then here is the Harold car. So this Harold car is very unrealistic for what it is, but I still think it's pretty cool just for the action that it has with it. So you'll see the decorations on the side, the back painted propeller, very nice. And what's cool about this is as it rolls along down the track, you'll actually see the top propeller spin. And I think that's pretty neat. I really do wish it would have just been a Harold on a flat car, but I get what they were going for, and I do think it's pretty cool. The glasses here, a little 80th symbol on top of them. I think that's pretty cool, and of course the painted windows. Here's the other side, again with basic decorations there. Still nice. Here's the back and the top. And then here's a look at the bottom. You can see that traction tire mechanism that makes the propeller spin. Alright, next up is the brake van, and you can see here it's in pink and green, and we have these great stickers on the side for stamps, and they are Railway Series illustrations of James and Toby. I think that's pretty cool. Here's a look at the front, and then a look at the other side, and again you'll see Thomas and Percy there in Railway Series illustrations. Very neat. Alright, and then here's a look at the other side, or excuse me, the back of the brake van, and then a look at the top. We have these little musical notes there, and the bottom. Alright, now we're going to show you how to install the battery. So you pull down the middle set of wheels, push in on the sides of the body shell. We're going to install the battery, make sure it works, and then put everything back together. Alright, now we're ready to roll. Alright, so as this runs around on this little loop of track that I've set up, I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts on the model. So all in all, I don't think this is a bad pack at all. There are some parts of it that don't feel finished. Like the brake van, for example, while I do love this pack, the brake van kind of feels off with the color scheme that they've chosen. It does feel like 80s colors, which I don't know if that's what they were going for because it's the 80th anniversary, but I don't know, it just feels a little bit kind of just put together, you know what I mean? I wish the Plarail pineapple juice tanker had, like I said, some Sodor branding to it, or something branded to it to Thomas. It just kind of feels kind of generic and kind of plain, just putting pineapple juice on the side, and the brake van just doesn't really match the rest of the set. I do enjoy the Herald. I think that's pretty cool, the action features, and I love the cake car. I also feel that the Thomas is a little bit plain for the 80th anniversary. Like, I would have loved like a gold Thomas or something like that, you know, that celebrated the anniversary a little bit better, rather than just, you know, I don't know. Not hating on this pack, I think they've done a good job, but if I had to choose between this, for example, and the Railway Series Thomas that they made, which is significantly cheaper than this pack, I would definitely go with the Railway Series Thomas over this pack, just simply because you're getting something that's actually from the show. Taking that back though, you know, if you want something that's just a celebration theme in general, more like a party theme, then this is definitely a way to go. I would see this as being a good birthday party pack too, so like if you have a younger engineer or a Thomas adult collector that's having a birthday, this would be a good pack for that too, because it feels like a birthday theme. All in all though, not bad, but it's also not my favorite pack that they made in recent years either. Anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye for now. Thank you.